Good morning. I am just getting my timer set here. 1 second, I'm sorry. What a sweltering day it is today. Let me know in the comments how the weather is where you are this morning. I ran this morning and I felt like I was running through a swamp. The air was so heavy and thick. Oh, all right. Let's get started. All right, so let's start with some nice gentle twists. Reaching with the arms, elongating, stretching out, loosening up the core, loosening up the hips and the lower back, and just starting to move the body and bring some extra blood flow to the muscles. We're going to slowly bring the heart rate up, slowly increase the blood flow and the oxygen to the muscles, and work through some ranges of motion to wake up the body from a movement perspective, and yeah, take it at your own pace. As we go through the warm-up, we're going to start with the first set being low, no impact. We're going to add a little bit of hopping to increase the intensity, which you can do with me, or you can opt to stay at low intensity and no impact. And then our third round, we really increase the intensity to bring that heart rate up. And again, that's optional. You can keep the entire warm-up at this intensity and this low, no impact, if that's what's right for you. So remember to do what's right for you. While yes, I am leading you through the workout, this is your workout, this is your time, this is your investment in your body for the betterment of your health and your well-being, and ultimately your wholeness, not just wellness, right? So remember that while yes, I am leading you and showing you what to do and giving you suggestions, ultimately you are in control, so you take the breaks when you need to. You manage your intensity as per your needs for this day, right? Because our needs change day to day. If you're just starting into movement and exercise, you know, give yourself grace and recognize that you're making the change, and that's what's most important, right? That you're taking that step in the right direction, right? And there is no rush to undo, you know, your mistakes from the past, so to speak. I use quotes there. Your mistakes that you've made, there's no rush to undo them. It's more like you have gotten back onto the right road. So if you think of your life as like a road trip, right? Every now and then you're going to take a wrong turn. And on those wrong turns, you're maybe going to find things that you wouldn't have found had you remained on the, you know, right path, so to speak. And those are all valuable experiences in your journey, right? But, you know, every time you make that reroute back onto, you know, the trip that you want to be on, so to speak, right, is the key is just to keep on moving down that road, right? So you don't have to all of a sudden like catapult yourself to your destination. So just remember to enjoy that trip on that road for every part of it. So I'm having like this moment as I'm thinking about my journey at Cocodona, which is still very much alive in my heart and soul right now. Like, man, I remember at the beginning of the race at the start line, the race director said, enjoy it, it will change you. This experience will change you. And I remembered that throughout the race. And there were so many ups and downs and lows and highs. And if I think about that trip, I just totally lost my train of thought. I had a great thing to share with you guys, but I forget what it was. So I gotta move these because I ended up stepping on them again. And it didn't feel good. What was I going to say? Oh, I remember now. So there was points on that course that were, so enjoyable, right? Highlights, like you know, going through Sedona, which I actually didn't see very well, but it's one of the highlight sections of the course, right? Some of my favorites was, you know, the Ponderosa Pines, and you know, there was a place when I was leaving Sedona where I was in the canyons, right? There's these beautiful, and then there's a 5-mile cow pasture. Not a highlight of the course. But where I'm going with this is that in life we have to go through the cow pastures to get to, you know, the mountains, right? So like the views, like we have to go through these connectors. So, you know, I had to go through, I'm remembering the cow, there was 2 actually. There was this long stretch of really monotonous, boring, cumbersome, mind-numbing dirt road with nothing to look at. There was places where it's like really physically difficult, again, with no reward, right? But the reward is getting through those sections to get to the next section where you get the reward. And so that's what life is like, right? Like you have to go through these connector sections in life to get you from one point to the other. So if you're in a place right now where you're not physically, you know, feeling your best, and you're trying to make the changes to get there, understand that you're in a connector section right now, right? Like, and that connector section is something you have to go through to get to the Sedona of your life, right? Where you feel like $1 million and you've got life, you know, by the horns, and you're crushing it. But inevitably we have to go through all of the pieces to get to the next piece. If we turn around, right? Like, had I dropped out of that race because I couldn't mentally handle or manage that horrible section, right? That cow pasture. I was listening to a podcast about the race, and the guy was describing that section. I was like, oh, I forgot about that section. Because you go through, it's a really long, bad section. You go through this cow field. There's no trail. Like you cannot see where you're going. It's rutted. There's no rhythm. It's clearly not picturesque. You get to the aid station to find out you have another basically 6 miles of that. So like 10 kilometers of this crazy field. Now, fortunately, I think for me, I hit that at night. I think it was midnight or so when I started that 6-mile section. And so it was just like, the thing is that at dark, you can't see what's ahead of you. So you can't see visually this expansive field of pasture, and you're just concentrating on finding the next play. Like, so you can only ever mentally digest what's visible from your headlamp, which is really just what's right in front of you. So it forces you, like nighttime forces you to be centered and in the moment, because you can't see what's coming. And so I've been visualizing, trying to get through this section at night, or in the day, sorry. It's like, oh my God. And then you get through this 6-mile section, and then you hit a road, this dirt road that just seems to go on forever. No, that's not that section actually, because that was daylight when I was there. I don't know, but anyways, I don't remember. I just remember going through field after field after field of property to get to the base of a mountain, which I think was Mingus Mountain, which is a climb. Anyway, I love climbing mountains. So to me, like once I'm at the base of the mountain, like game's on, like let's go. My daughter's texting me. She's boarding a plane right now from Edinburgh, Scotland, to get to France, Paris, France. So a couple hours from now, she will be in Paris. Oh, so she'll be landing there. What time is it? It's about 9:30, mid-afternoon. My girl will be in Paris. How jealous am I? Not jealous too much. Anyway, so the point is we have to go through, okay, so what I was going to say is like, supposing I had dropped out because I couldn't mentally handle that section, and that's what we do in life, right? Like we drop out of our goals because we can't mentally handle the drudgery, and we turn around and we just go back. But we deprive ourselves of what's, you know, those views and those experiences that are waiting. So anyway, blah, blah, blah. Okay. What are you talking about, Jocelyn? All right, let's get started. We're doing upper body today. So my words for you guys today are get through the drudgery, you guys. Get through the drudgery. Okay, we're going to start out with our rows, with our back, I was going to say, with our bench. I'm going to use a bench. If you do not have a bench, you don't have to use a bench. You can do these from the ground. You can do this on perhaps a coffee table or a step, like a stair. And we're just going to be doing rows like this. And I just managed to find the exact spot where my fan is hitting me. Small victories. Okay. I don't know that I'm going to be able to do the whole thing with this, but we're going to try. So back, biceps, shoulders today. All right, so let's do 8 per side. Okay, ready? 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I'll tell you a little story about my morning. I went for my run this morning. I had my usual protein shake before my run, which is like my magic bullet. Protein shakes with my Phytos, which are buy one, get one right now for just 2 days. Buy one, get one free for the reds. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, which I just stocked up on those, but I am buying those because they are my favorite, especially in the summer. I make the best mocktails with those guys. Okay, we're going to do our shoulders next. Let's see how that goes today. My shoulder is improving, slowly improving. 8 per side, you guys, of these. Okay, ready? 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So I mix my whey protein, chocolate whey protein, with my Phyto Reds, my Phyto Greens, and my fiber. Weird, I know, that I have fiber before I run. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. I know that sounds really strange, but it thickens it and makes it more hearty. Anyway, last little bit, like I'm like telling you, it used to be my magic bullet. I would have the best run, but I feel like I'm still hungry. Like it used to just fill me just enough, give me just enough energy. So hammer curls. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one, and the other side. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and I'm going somewhere with the story, you guys. Anyway, so I had my shake. Last couple weeks I felt just hungry after. So today I decided I'm gonna have some breakfast. Here's the thing, I run at 6:45 a.m. I want to eat breakfast at 6:30. So I get my protein because I do not exercise fasted. Not at my age. Just not a thing for me. I feel empty. I want to have a good run. So that was my magic bullet. So usually I have a great run when I do that. Haven't been, really. Runs have been okay, but I just feel hungry. Come home and I have my actual breakfast and then I work out. That's my routine. Okay, so today I decided I'm just going to You know what? I'm gonna feed the monster in there. Feed the machine. And I had a piece of toast, peanut butter, banana, thinking, oh my god, I'm gonna have the best run. The shittiest run. Oh my god. Excuse me for swearing. The most terrible run. Okay, ready? 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I got to the trail. I started my run. I felt like I had nothing, but I was so full. Like that piece of toast, there was one little tiny piece of toast with peanut butter and banana. I was so full, like too full, like felt like crap. Ran, I felt like I had to like do this with my legs, like just felt like garbage. Now, granted, I'm gonna blame a lot of it on the heat. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I will blame a lot of it on the heat. But, got home, had my normal breakfast. Here's something I'm tinkering with right now, you guys. You guys know I follow the drop program. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. There's actually, I would say, 3 phases to the drop lifestyle. I started calling it the drop lifestyle. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. The 5-day drop. 5-day drop is like the kickoff point. It's the first phase. Helps you lose 5 pounds in 5 days. It kind of hits the reset button of the metabolism. Ignite is about kickstarting your metabolism, teaching your body to be more metabolically efficient and burn more fat as fuel. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Other side. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, we have one more round like that. And then the lifestyle phase is what I call Best Me. It's the Best Me program. Because basically, Best Me is like the language of the lifestyle, the portions, the timing, optimizing metabolism. But you hone it in and you can get really specific with it depending on what your goals are and your desires are if you do the best or the 5-day drop of Ignite. So anyway, so there's the 3 phases I follow, sort of the Ignite, Best Me, kind of a combination of that. And I'm tinkering right now with my portions of protein, increasing them from small to medium to see if that supports my athletic goals better. Anyway, so it's fun because I love that it gives you this basic language and then you can tinker with it and still be really sort of strategic so that you can manipulate your outcomes, right? So that, you know, if you're trying to lose weight, you can do this. If you're trying to gain weight, you can do this. If you're trying to maintain, you can do this. If you want to, you know, if you're somewhere in between, this is where I am, kind of somewhere in between right now. All right, ready? 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I'm trying to really learn a lot more about how my body metabolizes nutrition, so that I can be more, so that I can serve my body better, basically. And what I mean by that is when you start tinkering with timing of, say, proteins and carbs and fats, so where I'm going with this, I had a terrible run, but I'm feeling surprisingly strong today in here. So it's almost like my body just had to digest and process all of that food that I've eaten so far today. so that I can feel strong more. I don't know, I'm just sort of musing out loud, but 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Like markedly different, because you guys know, those of you who worked out with me yesterday, you know how crap I felt yesterday. Okay. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last 1, other side. I do want to say, and one of my favorite nutritionists, dietitians, sorry, that I follow, has a podcast for 5, 6, 7, 8, and he podcast with a guy and a girl, Bob Sebahar and Dina, I don't actually know what her last name is, but they talk a lot about metabolic efficiency. Anyway, he says we're all an N of 1. Like we're all a study of 1. So we're all a little bit different. So it's really important to always be open and receptive to changing things, tweaking things for what might work best for you. Because it might look a little bit different than what works best for your friend, for me, you know, for your sister, for your whoever, right? I think that's 8 right there. Okay, other side. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The other thing is, not only are you an N of 1, but I would also say that our bodies are constantly changing. So from day to day they're changing, from like, you know, year to year they're changing, like phase to phase of life, they're changing. Our bodies are constantly changing. So you have to understand that you never really have it figured out to the point where you gotta stop. So like one thing I notice about my husband actually, and this is probably true for a lot of folks, is he follows a new program. He does really well. I'm going to use this bar actually. And then he stops, like thinking about it. He just goes into sort of robot mode. The thing is, you always have to be thinking about what you're doing and why, because your needs are kind of always changing, and things are going to work and then they're going to stop working because your needs change. Does that make sense? So it's like, if you want to have optimal health, okay, what we're going to do is we're going to do side rows. So they're going to look like this. Now, if you don't have this particular setup, you can do it with a kettlebell or a dumbbell, okay? But we're going to put our arms this way instead of this way. All right, so we can do 8 per side. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, then we're going to do the other way. So you can never go into, I'm going to call it robot mode when it comes to your health. You can settle into a routine, absolutely. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. I think that would be the case for anything really that we do, is that we always want to be receptive to doing things in a different way. Okay, we're going to do shoulders like this. I'm going to try a lighter. I don't think I can do that with those. Let's try to use those. All right, so we're going to do eight, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. These are 15s. I just grabbed the exact same weight, so that's funny. so apparently I could do 15s. Okay, we're gonna do bicep curls. Regular bicep curls like this. We're gonna do two at a time. Ready? 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Nice job. Oh, feeling those today, guys. Feeling the biceps all of a sudden, picking up. I think that is really the case for anything in life where you're where you want to optimize results. You can never just go into maintenance mode. I guess it kind of goes back to the concept of you're moving forward or backwards. You're never standing still. So if you're in a mode where you're trying to maintain, it doesn't work that way. You're either moving forward or moving backwards, you're never staying the same. So understand that, because if you're in a place where you're trying to maintain, you need to still be making steps to move forward. Otherwise, you're not going to maintain, if that makes sense. Because it's the way the world works. It's the law of the universe, right? We're always in motion. We're always in motion. Okay, ready? 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Notice I started with the opposite side this time. I just like to do that so that we, because your other side's always going to be a little bit tired as you start having done the first side. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I crushed my pull-ups yesterday, you guys. I think I hit a set of 7. They're up and down. Some days I'm crushing them, some days I'm not. But I'm just trying to do, every time I go through this garage, I try to do 5. And my push-ups are kind of sucking since I hurt my shoulder, but I'm back to just doing sets of 10. I just drop and do sets of 10 like constantly all day long. Bob Seawahar, the same guy I was just telling you about, the dietitian, he was talking about, I didn't realize that he was training for the Tahoe 200 that just happened, that I had major FOMO on all of last week. I resisted putting my name in the lottery for next year. It's not in the plan, but I really want to do it one of these days. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Anyway, he did an episode where he was talking about his nutrition for his training, and he was talking about, his training for Tahoe, and he talked about doing 200 push-ups daily. I thought 100 was good. See, it's always good to have somebody else raise the bar for you. He said he just drops and does sets here, sets there all day long, just like I do. Because he just is trying to build this strong, resilient body, and he's just like, it's super easy. He does chin-ups. No, chin-ups? Whatever the one with underhand grip is, that's the one that I do too. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. So we're doing sets of 8, you guys, today, because I want you to challenge yourself with the actual weight itself. So I want you to go as heavy as you can handle, with good form, of course, right? Push yourself. If you're new though, stay light until you're ready, until the movement patterns are, till you've honed in on those movement patterns so that you're not worried about doing them wrong. Because doing them wrong with heavy weights would be not a good thing. But once you have the movement patterns down, work towards lifting heavier and heavier weights, because the heavier you're lifting, the more you're gonna like challenge your muscles and build back that lean body tissue. Do not worry about building too much muscle, especially if you're a middle-aged woman. Like, it is so hard to build muscle for us as we age that, you know, you're not, it's not a thing when you're young, but it's certainly not going to be a thing when you want to put that muscle on your body, because that muscle metabolizes calories so much faster than non-lean body tissue, right? So you're going to maintain your weight way better, right? But it's also going to just build a body that is resilient and also compact, right? Like, and toned. Like, there's no such thing as toned. Toned is muscle. So if you want a more toned look, you have to build like muscle. I never used to really wrap my head around this because I was like, I don't want to be squishy, but I don't want to be muscular. But now I'm like, no, give me all the muscle. I'll take all the muscle, because muscle is tone, right? And it's also the opposite of squish. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I'm like, give it all to me. Give me all the muscle. Because also it's going to keep me from getting injured, right? It's going to keep me healthy, and it's going to help me with my weight management. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And the thing is, there's 2 keys to weight management and lean body tissue. One is lifting weights, like resistance training, and the other, like weight load bearing activities. The other is eating protein, which is why I'm tinkering with front loading my day with a little bit more protein, especially those first couple of meals that go in, like protein. I would encourage you to make sure that every single time you eat, every 3 to 4 hours, ideally, right? 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. You know what's good is when I used to do those, my spine used to go crunch. It's not doing that today, so that means my spine must be like decompressing a little bit. I think it's from the pull-ups. Some guy on the internet said that's not true. Fine, maybe it's not, maybe it is. Feels like really good when you do your chin-ups and you do a dead hang, so you just hang on and just let your body stretch out. I've been trying to do that, especially for my shoulder. Some stranger on the internet said that's not, you know, hangs don't decompress your spine, but they feel good. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, last one, 8. Nice job. Okay, let me move some of this out of the way. We're going to go into, let me see what my time is here. Core next. Got 10 minutes. 10 minutes to do some core. Yeah, I was going to add in a little bit of bench press, but we're not going to do that today. You know why? Because I think my shoulder just had enough for today. I'm going to do my dead hangs after class and stretch it out. But we will add some core. Basically, my osteopath said I'm getting old. That's what happens with our joints when we get old, is they just don't click properly, and so they stick. And that's what's happening with my shoulder. Okay, so we're going to start with our daily move of the month. If you are joining me on YouTube right now, make sure you join our daily move community. Just put in the, like when you join, just put that you found us on YouTube. Because on Facebook, there's a lot of wild people, I will say. And so if I try not to let wild people into the group. So you just need to join, it's called the Daily Move Community, and we do daily move challenges each month. So this month's challenge is the Pilates 100. So we're going to do actually 2 sets of these. So let's start. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, lift. 2, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, lift. 3, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10, lift. 4, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10, lift. 5, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10. Keep it here. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, drop. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, drop. 3, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10, drop. 2, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10, drop. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10. Hug it for one moment. And we're going to do that again. So we're going to work through some of our core daily move challenges. So this is the June daily move challenge. So the goal is to do that every single day, what we just did. 100 Pilates 100s. 100 reps of the Pilates pulses is what I'm trying to say. It took, 30 seconds to do that. We're going to do it again because it was also our February move of the month. Now, those of you who are doing what's called the Iron Core of 2024, that's stacking them all. So you're doing January, February, March, you're doing them all every single day. So we're going to work through some of those. Ready? 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, lift. 2, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, lift. 3, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, lift. 4, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10, lift. 5, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Keep it here. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, drop. 4, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, drop. 5, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, drop. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, drop. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm not going to lie, I just totally blanked out in the middle of counting, and I have no idea how I ended up at 5. But anyways, I might have done an extra set. It's never a terrible thing to do an extra set. Okay, we're going to go into 20 dead bugs while we're here. So dead bugs, you can keep your arms still if you want and just do the legs, or you can add opposite arm to opposite leg. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 10 more. 10, make sure that lower back is pressed into the floor. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and last one. That's our dead bugs. Okay, we're going to go into, what do I want to do next? We do white person acts. We haven't done those at all. Okay, ready? 1, 20 of these. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 more. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. I suck at these. 2. That's 1. 1. Okay. Whew. All right, we're going to do another set of 20. You know what we haven't done in a while is we haven't done flutter kicks. Okay, so let's do some flutter kicks. 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3, 3, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 2, 3, 6, 2, 3, 7, 2, 3, 8, 2, 3, 9, 2, 3, 10, 2, 3. That's set 1. We're doing another set, so we have 20. Ready and going. Make sure that spine is pressed into the ground. 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3, 3, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 2, 3, 6, 2, 3, 7, 2, 3, 8, 2, 3, 9, 2, 3, 10, 2, 3. Okay. We're gonna roll over. That's 60. We need actually we're gonna do bicycles first. We're gonna do 50 bicycles. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 2, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10. 3, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 5, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We're going to do 50 Russian twists. So this was the January move of the month. So we've done January, February, June so far, once we've done our Russian twist. Russian twist, you can have your feet down or up. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, 2, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 3, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 4, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 5, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh boy, I feel like that. Okay. Let me just check time here. All right, we're going to do 2 more sets of 20 so that we get 400 reps in. So we're going to do the opposite of dead bug, which is bird dog. No idea what you call it that, but we're going to be like this, and we're opposite way. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 more. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and we're going to finish with knee dips. So we're going to be in low plank, and we're dipping one knee at a time for a set of 20. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and last one. And that is it for today. Good job, you guys. Thanks for joining me, and I will see you tomorrow for leg day number 2 for the week. Have an awesome afternoon.